Blasphemous 2 today in our YouTube. So, developed by the Game Kitchen and published by Team 17, the original Blasphemous was the Game Kitchen's breakout title and wowed critics and fans alike, myself included, back in 2019. Characterized by brutal combat, punishing platforming, and unique aesthetics that drew both visuals and lore influences from Spanish Catholicism. The complex narrative brought together notions of guilt and sacrifice, but most importantly linked these to play mechanics and character development rather than using them as a simple set dressing. All of this came together to create one of the most impressive indie titles of the recent years. It was therefore no surprise about the announcement of the sequel was met with excitement, and having now spent 20 hours of my first completion in the game, it's safe to say that my hopes have largely been met. The narrative Blasphemous 2 continues on the DLC of the original and sees the Penitent One dragged from their slumber to face a new and powerful threat. The nature of the story and its reliance on religious iconography and lore feels like a true continuation of the earlier title, which means that it is also deliberately obscure and arcane. This has happy result of meaning that newcomers to the game will be just as confused as veterans. There are a lot of well-researched lore videos on YouTube if you want to delve more deeply into the story, and I anticipate new versions to include the sequel. You begin the game as the Penitent One, awoken and confused, and crucially weaponless. The iconic sword Mea Culpa, literally it translates like my fault, that saw you through your earlier adventures is nowhere to be seen. You soon have the choice of weapon thing with 3 distinct options that offer different playstyles. I choose the Heavy Veredicto, a mace ship after an increased holder that can be triggered and add fire damage to attacks. Every weapon also has an ability that is vital for exploration, with the mace striking bells to activate doors and platforms. I was taken aback from the first few hours throughout, as the mace has no parry mechanic, a crucial part of the Blasphemous experience. The other 2 weapons, a curved heavy sword and twin rapiers, do both have a parry through, so there might be better starting options if you want to continue the combat feel of the first game. Blasphemous is perhaps as well known for its punishing difficulty and its unique aesthetics, so I went into this playthrough prepared for a hard time. Surprisingly, because I had the experience of the first title, throughout improved exploration mechanics or possibly some oddities in weapon balancing, I found the majority of my time with the Blasphemous 2 to be easier going. This is not to say that I didn't die a lot of make simple mistakes in the combat and platforming, but more that the game offers more polished experience than its predecessor. Jumping doesn't generally need to be as pixel perfect as the first game, although there are a few secrets that rely on dexterity. And the new enhanced dodge makes combat for more fluid. If pushed for a criticism, however, I did feel that the weapon balance is off, as the mace I chose became the default choice for almost every boss encounter, with its high damage and wide spread of effect making it far more useful than the alternatives. This didn't spoil the experience, however, as the other weapons are necessary for their exploration abilities, but did sometimes feel as it was breaking some encounters. Although having now written that down, the thing of guilt I feel is entirely appropriate for the world of Blasphemous 2. Alongside your trusty melee weapons, you also have access to a wide number of spells in the form of your players. These are hidden around the maps and can be triggered using your favor, essentially melee. Some of these are simple ranged attacks that can be essential to wear down difficult enemies, whilst others are mood involved and require more fervor to cast. One of them enables you to turn the main hub city at any point is especially useful, although it's a one-way trip, so be careful when you use it. There are a huge number of collectibles of various types scattered around the massive map in Blasphemous 2. Some of them are rosary beads and offer passive enhancements with equipped whilst others are neat to increase your healing flask. or health bar, and etc. Many of these are reliably obscure, but speaking to the every NPC should ensure that you find your who requires which item. By the end of the game, I had fully upgraded my healing flask, so 2 of my weapons, but still has a number of collectibles and spells around despite a completion of 99%. It remains to be seen whether these are miserable items or whether the map follows the early games in going about 100% full completion. I throughout enjoyed my time back with the Penitent One and would heartily recommend it both to fans of the original and the newcomers alike. There are enough changes to make it feel like a new title wishlist, still having continuity in setting and aesthetics. So it's about the good and bads, right? So about the bads, let's start from the bads. The weapon imbalance can be too obscure and penultimate boss is a difficulty spike. And about the good ones, so the epic boss fights, obviously, intriguing setting and also lore with those majestic catholical guys. And more polished platforming. Yeah, more polished platforming, which is really, really good. So I was playing this on the PC, and if you get a shot and play it with a controller, you will be good as well, I believe. So in other ways, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Also rate. And yeah, we're gonna see each other on the next one. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. You have a good one. Peace out.